Not gonna Gemini. You're in for a surprise. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie Down Bronx, and I'm here to take care of the Geminis. Gemini, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you if you have Gemini as your sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, or South Node sign. Gemini, I was actually gonna do this reading exclusively because I'm doing, in case you guys don't know, if you're, you could be new or not new. I'm just getting back into doing these readings. And so I'm doing split readings, which I mean, some of them will be public, some of them will be exclusive. So if you're on my Patreon or on my exclusive YouTube membership page, then you'll see all of the readings. But otherwise, if you're not subscribed to me anywhere else, you'll only see the ones that I drop publicly on YouTube. So if you're interested to see what the rollout is, it's in the description box or in the comments. I'll put which signs are exclusive if you want to watch for other placements. All right. But yeah, Gemini, I was like, wait a minute, I need to put you in the public today because we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of dramatics happening for you guys, and some warnings that I'd like to heed towards you. Okay. I just made a TikTok about this. And Mars is in Gemini, conjuncting Jupiter in Gemini, and I believe squaring Saturn. This week, you could have seen a lot of other astrologers talking about this, how this week is going to be very crazy. And I agree to that. I actually called that out the other day on my Twitter about celebrities and celebrity drama that's going to be really hiking up this week, with Leo, Mercury retrograde coming back into effect, that highlighting people that are in the spotlight, especially celebrities. And so, yeah, we're going to be hearing a lot of different things about a lot of different things, drama. And then with Gemini in the mix, that is information that gets transferred to different places, but also blown out of proportion. So be very careful. So yeah, let's see, Geminis. This is just a little bit of a warning video for you to just, be careful what you say. Be careful how you say it, who you say it to, when you say it. All right. I know that, Geminis in particular can be known for, some of you guys don't get offended. I like Geminis. Okay. Being a little bit messy, or, saying things when you get mad, or saying certain things and people get offended. It is what it is type of thing. But this is just your warning. This week in particular, you may want to bite your tongue. You may want to hold back a bit because things are going to get pretty heated pretty quickly, pretty blown out of proportion. All right. So I had to pull out my blunt truth oracle for this one. What's the blunt truth for Geminis? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North and South Node. What is the blunt truth for Geminis? What they need to hear right now? What is the blunt truth? What's the blunt truth for Gemini? You're not ready. Ancestors, please. What is you're not ready in regards to for Gemini? Okay. Something you guys are not ready for, or almost ready. So you got you're not ready, you got relocation, you got feelings do not equal facts. Put those here for right now. And then you have so we're here again. We're going to come back to that and see what in the world that's about. But first, let's get into what you need to surrender for August, the rest of August. What is Gemini placements need to surrender for the rest of August? What does Gemini placements need to surrender? What does Gemini placements need to surrender? What does Gemini placements need to surrender? Surrender to your full power. A couple other signs have actually gotten that too. A couple other signs have gotten that. But I also think there's a little bit of an issue with you guys kind of feeling like you're trying to control the way things go, and you're trying to control how fast they happen. And And so it's like when you take your hands out of the controlling part of it, then that's when things start to happen. So you have surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it, especially if you have innocence motivation. If you heard me talk about motivations in human design, innocence motivation, this is a good one for you. Trying to get to your desires and get a desired outcome will work against you. You just need to enjoy the process. You have surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. And then under that, you had surrender your desire to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. All right. So, yeah, this can be, in a sense, why it's this card, You're Not Ready, is coming up here, because maybe you need to let go of your attachment a little bit more to what you're trying to do and get back into it being just a fun process, because, some of the enjoyment of whatever you're trying to do is being taken out of it. All right, but I don't know what that's in regards to yet. We're going to pull from my Everything Oracle deck and see. Everything Oracle. All right. Gemini. What does Gemini need to let go of their attachment to results in regards to... What does Gemini need to let... Whoa. What does Gemini need to let go of their attachment? House or move? Yeah, that goes with the relocation card. How does Gemini need to let go of their attachment to hidden enemy? Fire sign, an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. And what is Gemini not ready for yet? What is Gemini not quite ready for? Travel. What is Gemini not ready for yet? So there's a lot of emphasis on moving and traveling and expanding. There's someone better. Okay, so yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. Hold on one second. Very interesting. I feel like this reading is very much in regards to, like, you have meant to be. It's like you don't have to force anything to be. It's like the harder you try to force something to be, it's like the further away you push it. So whether that's like you feeling like, okay, I know that I'm meant to travel, I know that I'm meant to move, I know that I'm meant to be successful, I know that I'm meant to be in a relationship, I know I'm meant to be married, I know that I'm meant to live here. But it's like your attachment to that right now is like pushing it further away for some reason. And it's saying that you're not as ready as you think for these things. Okay? Feelings do not equal facts. Just because you feel like something is right for you doesn't mean that that's necessarily 100% the case. Or just because you feel something does not mean that that's rooted in cold, hard facts. All right? And this is not like to make you feel disappointed or anything. This is just, I'm just reading what the cards are saying. And we'll get some more advice and clarity on these things too. But it's really saying, you have travel here where I'm like, we're saying you're not ready for yet. You have asked for help. You have blessing in disguise. Some of you are really trying to like scale your business or like expand in some way, get to the next level in some type of regard, but where you are right now is very important for you, that you need to learn some more lessons about what's going on right in front of you, or you need to like learn more about where you're trying to go before you just go. All right. So a lot of you are like, I just want to leave. I just want to move. I just want to do this. I just want to be here. Very similar to like, Sagittarius, your opposite sign. Sagittarius has this mentality of always thinking about where they want to be as well. And Gemini can kind of bounce around in that same regard. But it's kind of like there's something about learning to be content where you are, I think, is the lesson here for you Geminis, because especially if you're a Gemini that tends to bounce around a lot from thing to thing, idea, place to place, and you're just like, you have this attachment to finding that right thing, that right place. It's kind of like you're meant to be where you are right now. Okay. And so you becoming obsessed with like being somewhere else can kind of remove you from some lessons here. Now, this is not to say that if you're miserable where you are, you should stay. Absolutely not. This is to say that if you know you have a tendency to like, once you get somewhere, like you have a desire, you get it, then you want something else. Like you're not ever happy or satisfied with what you have, type of thing. And you're always thinking about how you can get more, how you can get this, how you can get that. Then there's a lesson in, instead of like just abandoning that and going to the next thing, seeing if you can get more out of it, what you have, going deeper, digging deeper, like pulling out more from that situation. Okay. Maybe it's like, it's just a bit surface level here. All right. Let me see. Anything else about this before we move on? Anything else about this for Gemini? Oops. Anything else about this for Gemini here? About what they need to maybe explore deeper, what they need to explore more of. Fair third party. What else does Gemini need to be exploring? Exploring your self-sabotage. What the heck? You have ex or past love, and you have new love. I was just about to say something about an ex, and then new love came out. I don't understand what just happened. Can we get more clarity on this ex or past love and new love? It's just really, to me, it's like, because we're in retrograde, it is giving this energy of like something about reevaluating your past or potentially going back to your past. So take that how it resonates, because it's really telling you like, either you literally need to like revisit a past relationship or a past friendship or past situation, especially if it's one that you know you sabotaged. Either you ghosted, you blew up, you burnt the bridge. It could be a family member. And again, don't hate me in the comments. I'm not telling you to go back to anything toxic. I'm saying that sometimes we make mistakes and sometimes we feel called to go back and revisit those. So yeah, if you feel called to go back, fix things. Fix things in your family, fix things in a relationship or in a friendship here, or even with a past person that you had dated, especially if it's something that you caused it to be complicated or messy. Sometimes that happens. Okay. Sometimes it happens. And so, either if you're not literally going back, mentally go back and figure out where things went wrong, whether it was you played a part in it or somebody else played a part in it, and how that can be avoided, or how you can make sure that doesn't happen in the future. All right. But yeah, being where you are, or kind of taking a step back and looking at your past, reevaluating your past, is like really, really, really important here before you move forward in something. Okay. All right. What else? What else is coming towards Gemini for August? What else in this energy for them? Relocation, where they're not ready. Tell us anything else we need to know for Gemini, please. 9 of Cups. Tell us more for what else we need to know for Gemini. What else for Gemini? Ace of Pentacles. 9 of Swords. What else for Gemini? A lot of you just have a lot of this mental energy. Could be some fears, some anxieties. What else for Gemini? And what's coming towards them right now? The Devil card, Capricorn. 8 of Swords. Yeah, some of you, a lot of times, like your anxiety or your obsessive thoughts drive your decisions, or drive you to like either move prematurely, leave situations prematurely. What is the devil card doing here? What is the devil card doing here? Or like make you question your future. Anything else for Geminis? Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it for now. Okay. So yeah, you got the devil card clarified by the Three of Wands in reverse. So there's like sometimes there's some hesitation either about looking towards your future or thinking about too far in the future. There can be some anxiety thinking about like the potential things that could happen in the future. And so that can be self-sabotage in a way where you either won't allow yourself to branch out too far. So it can go either way. You either don't allow yourself to expand beyond a certain point, and then you get stuck, or you're feeling very unsatisfied where you are, or you you never kind of stay in one place for too long. It depends on what Gemini spectrum you're on, because you can be on either side of things. So either way it goes, I feel like you're not ready is about a mental thing. Okay, you have 8 of Swords, because it doesn't matter where we put ourselves physically. If mentally we're somewhere else, it doesn't matter. We're not there. Okay, so even if you are thinking about a future place, you're not in the present. If you're thinking about a past place, you're not in the present. If you're finally get to the present moment, you're thinking about the future, or you're in the future, whatever. You're not here. You're here or here. All right, you need to be here. So a lot of you need to figure out like how to become more present in the moment where you are, because it's kind of like this will always make you to some extent unsatisfied or distracted, or your desire for something else is like causing some problems here. What else for Gemini with this? What else for Gemini? I'm going to get some advice for you right now, Geminis. Let me get the advice for Geminis after I pull a few more. And this can be like, there's nothing wrong with wanting more, needing more, wanting something different. But it also is important to appreciate where you are, what you have, and the things. Make sure you got everything you needed from that situation before just like moving to the next things. Oh, these are all upside down. Hold on. Let me fix that. I don't want these to be upside down. Oh, wait. No, that's right. Never mind. That's right. All right. So what's the advice for Geminis with this? What's the advice for Geminis with this energy? What is the advice? Page of Pentacles. Oop. Start a little bit smaller. Some of you may like get a little intimidated too by things, and then you're like, oh, I can't do that. And it's like you get overwhelmed, So it's like you have this desire, this idea, and then you start it, or you figure out like how much it's going to take out of you, how much work it requires of you, the investment it requires. And then you're like, oh, never mind. I'm not doing that. And that's not saying it's lazy. It can be stemming from perfectionism and you wanting to just be an expert or be the best at it. But also out of fear of failure. What is the advice for Gemini? What is the advice for Gemini at this time? What is the advice? Hermit, you got Virgo energy. Some of you could have Virgo in your chart. What is the advice for Gemini? What is the advice for Gemini? Patience. Patience, taking your time. 8 of Cups. Can we clarify this 8 of Cups? 5 of Cups. Okay. got a lot of cups here, a lot of water. Gemini, or not Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, a lot of emotional stuff here. But yeah, the first thing for your advice, you got the Page of Pentacles, and this is like learning, having fun, learning things, like really being a student. Gemini is one of the greatest students. And so, taking your time and learning things, learning the basics, learning like the ins and outs of things can really help you to either feel more safe about it, or it just kind of creates this passion for learning the process of things. Okay. Some of you are just so stuck on the results of the you skip over the fun part. The fun part is learning it. The fun part is the process of growing and things like that. And so when you skip over that part, it can be in relationships too. Some of you just want to be in love and then that's it, and you're like, okay, well, I'm here. But that's what makes it boring. Like if you just skip to the end, it's like, okay, what's next? So enjoy the process more of things. Introspection, dive deeper within yourself and see, could be what it is you're afraid of, like going through certain processes. More teamwork, Three of Pentacles in reverse, more collaboration. I do feel like some of you still need to learn a little bit more about things before you get the desired results you're looking for, whether that's in business, in friendships, in communication, in something here. You need patience. You need patience and to really surrender to where you're at in your process, all right? And being more emotionally connected to what you're doing, all right? So some of you, it could be a bit of an intimacy issue thing where you are just like using mental energy and you're just logically thinking about things. But yeah, or fear of it not working out or ending up like how it did in the past. And so let me clarify one more card. This Ace of Cups. It can be an opportunity for you to like become more vulnerable in what you're doing as well. And Five of Cups. Five of Cups. And more confidence. So yeah, by you leading with like more of your emotions and your vulnerability, which is probably kind of scary at times, you're going to get what you want, plus a little extra, like things that are a little bit deeper as well. So you will feel emotionally secure inside, and also feel worthy of what you're trying to get. The Emperor, Aries energy here, you'll feel like, more in control. But I think it starts with you feeling in control of yourself first, and then the other things follow. So make sure you're ready for what you're asking for. Because if you are the type of person that once you get something, you're like, okay, I want something else, then that probably, can show a dissatisfaction with something within. It's nothing to do with anything outside of you. If you think that you finally moving to this new place, you finally getting the relationship, you finally getting the job, you finally getting the money, you get it, doesn't really change anything, that means there's something inside. That's the issue. Nothing that you get outside of you will change that. So it's like getting more happy with what you have, where you are, and then anything else is in addition to your happiness. Okay, Geminis? So that can also conclude where you may jump the gun too prematurely, especially this week. Be careful about that. All right, that's what we got for you, Geminis. Thank you for watching. If this reading resonated for you, please let me know down in the comments down below. I am at Sarah by Bronx and Mind and Body Bronx. Don't forget to subscribe for the other exclusive zodiac readings on everything.